We know that we need to be on Twitter, and we know that we need to do the video marketing stuff to build links and influence in our niche. But there are tons and tons and tons, I mean, literally thousands of social networks out there. And like we've talked about, it's impossible to be on every single one of them as an active participant. So let's take a look at which social networks you should actually participate in, and then the rest of the social networks, like we talked about in our introductory video, you will create a profile on them and direct them to your Twitter account or to your Facebook account or wherever it is that you are most active. And I recommend Twitter. But let's take a look at the actual social networks that you should be using. And this data is from compete.com, and they compare and aggregate data from traffic for all kinds of different sites. And this is their data for the social networking sites in January of 2009. They do this about once a year, so this is the most recent data that we have. And as you can see, the number one social networking site that they're, according to Compete's data, is facebook.com, followed by MySpace, and then followed by Twitter. And then we'll see other social networks like Flickster is targeted towards people who are into film and movie recommendations. Classmates.com is for finding people that you went to school with years and years ago. Sites like Black Planet or asiantown.net are targeted towards specific ethnicities, and Cafe Mom is targeted towards mothers. So some of these may be entirely unrelated to your niche, and that's fine. You don't have to be on every single one of these sites, but we want to hit the top three for sure: Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. And then we've got LinkedIn at number 5. You should have a profile at LinkedIn. For a business profile, it's never a bad idea, and it'll get you another link, although it won't necessarily be assuming that you're using a pseudonym in your niche or that it isn't your main name that you are promoting here. LinkedIn will just be a link at that point as opposed to an actual networking site. And then there's Ning.com, and we talked about that in the social media myth report. Ning is really good because it creates user-centered social networking sites based on whatever topics those users want to create a social networking site in. So rather than just a forum, it creates sort of a full-fledged social networking site on your topic, and that might be baseball, or it might be, there's one that's really popular called twittermoms.com that's a Ning site. So Ning is a good one to check out, but it's more of a forum kind of site, although you do have a profile and there are elements to it that create a social networking environment. In the end, you're posting on the forums. So let's go to Facebook first, because that's the number one site here. And with the new changes that they've made to Facebook pages, there's a lot of questions about how to use Facebook these days. So we'll go over to Facebook and we'll take a look at how one can use it for marketing. So here's my main Facebook page. This is my feed. These are the people that I have categorized as related to work and the things that they have posted on Facebook. Now, the big thing that we need to understand about the new Facebook pages, as opposed to your regular profile, you can now have Facebook pages, and those pages will actually appear in your fans stream, just like this. So if any of these, like Ed Dale has a page, and let's see if he's got anything up. No, but anybody that I'm a fan of their page will appear in my stream as if it's a regular profile. So their status updates and those kind of things will come in here just like a regular profile update from one of my friends. And that used to not be the case, which made a fan page a very difficult process to utilize on Facebook, because those fans had to go and literally decide to visit your Facebook page to see what you wrote and what your updates were. But now those updates are being pushed directly into people's news feed on Facebook. And that's why those fan pages are now actually an interesting concept for marketing. Before, they were entirely useless for the most part. That being said, if you're not producing content, or you're not creating something like music, or like I produce internet marketing information and I have a fan page for people who are interested in that internet marketing information. My uncle, who owns a microbrewery in the Bay Area, has a fan page for his microbrewery, and people who enjoy visiting that place are fans of it. But if you're not actually producing something, it can be very difficult to get people to join your fan page. And I'm just being 100% honest here, because who wants to be a fan of nothing, basically? I mean, your blogs are awesome, and they're great monetization vehicles. But to be a fan of a site that doesn't necessarily have personality or production behind it is asking a bit much of people. And I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to knock any of the sites that we're creating. It's just a different kind of marketing vehicle than creating your own content or your own products. Now, in my case, the Juice Cleanse site is not based upon my name, and I'm using a pseudonym. Facebook only allows you to have one page, or one profile, I should say. You can have multiple pages, but you can only have one profile. And my profile I'm using currently for my personal friends and family, and then those people within the marketing world that I know and have spoken to in the past and communicated with. So I can't create a profile that is about this pseudonym person, Kylie Johnson, and start participating in Facebook groups as her and establish her as someone who is an expert in juice cleansing on the Facebook site. And I'm going to assume that most of you already have a Facebook profile, and that's dedicated to your personal endeavors, as well as any other people that you're interested in, perhaps in the marketing world or outside of that, and that you won't be able to create a Facebook profile dedicated specifically to your niche. And since it's difficult to get a group of people to join as a fan of a site that doesn't necessarily have as much of a personality behind it, we are going to create a Facebook page based on our main topic as opposed to based on our site. So we're going to create our Facebook page as asking for fans of our niche to join this page. So in my case, rather than create a juicecleansenow.com fan page, I'm going to create a juice cleansing fan page, and anybody who's interested in raw foods or juice cleansing or that kind of thing can join that page. The nice thing about the Facebook fan pages is that they do use the name that you create for that fan page in the URL, so it creates some link juice as well for that fan page, and then of course you put your links up on it and create some link juice for your main site as well. Now down here at the bottom of your Facebook page, there's a little box that says applications, and if you pull it up, you'll find that you've got different applications in here. And if you don't see the page manager, then you can use find more to search for it. And you'll go to page manager and then click on pages, and then you can click on create page. And if you don't already have a page, that sequence might be a bit different for you, but since I can only have one Facebook account, that's kind of how I have to show it to you. And then you'll select where you want to create your Facebook page, in what category. Now, if you are branding this with your name, and this is all about you as the expert in your niche, which some of you are doing, then you'll want to create yourself as an artist, band, or public figure. If you're like me, where you're using a pseudonym and this isn't going to be your big main project under which you personally are known as, then you'll use brand or product, and then you'll select a brand or product category that best fits what you are writing about on your blog. So let's see, consumer products, maybe food and beverage would be a fit for me. There's nothing with like health, so we'll go with food and beverage, and then the name of food or beverage, and you'll use your keyword phrase. And then click create page. And then we need to edit our page information, and we can fill in our website URL and that kind of stuff here. For founded, you can put the year that your website was started and save changes. And then for detailed info, you can fill in your website URL, and your mission and products would be stuff with your keyword phrase in it, what you want to do with your website. In my case, I'm going to talk about spreading the news of juice cleansing to people, and I've put Master Cleanse Guide because that's one of the products that I'm promoting on the site, as well as free recipes, information, and news on the blog. And for my mission, I just put educating consumers on juice cleansing for health, weight loss, and detoxification purposes. And then you'll click Save Changes. And then click Done Editing, and you'll be able to see what your info box will actually look like. Then I want you to go over to Edit Page, and we're going to change a couple of settings on our Facebook page. You're going to go to Notes and click on Edit, and you'll see that there's an option over here on the right hand side. It says you are not importing notes from an external blog. Import a blog, and this will actually push your blog post updates into your Facebook. But rather than our blog post, we of course want to actually use our RSS feed from FriendFeed. So let's pick up our FriendFeed link URL, and we will copy that link and then paste it into our web URL. And it says that you're agreeing, of course, that you have the right to publish that content. And of course you do, because that is all your own content. And here's a preview of your feed. And everything looks good. It's importing our Twitter items as well as our blog posts and any of the other RSS feeds that we've put into friend feeds, such as the Squidoo lens. And then you'll click Confirm Import. And then go back on over to your main page for your Facebook page that you've created. And those notes that you've been imported are now automatically posted on your wall. So these are creating links to your videos or blog posts that you have uploaded and imported directly into Facebook. And anytime that you publish anything new that gets pushed to your friend feed RSS feed, then of course it will be published here on your Facebook page as well. Now we need to add a picture, so let's go hover over the question mark and go to change picture, and then we'll click upload a picture, and you can upload whatever picture you've been using at Twitter. And there it goes. We've got a lovely picture now to represent ourselves so that we aren't just a blank nothingness. And these updates from our blog and our friend feed RSS feed have actually been given our picture now too. Now over here in settings for our wall, we want to change it to the default view for our wall to be posts by the page and by fans. So as we get fans on our page, then we can actually publish their posts on our page directly on our wall. And I like to do that because it gives people the opportunity to participate on your page and to see what they've posted immediately. It provides an element of social proof. As new people visit your page, they'll see that other people are posting on your page, and that's always good. And then we want to publish a status update, so we'll write something in the wall box. So I said I'm getting set up on Facebook. I did Twitter 2 days ago. Hope people want to learn about juice cleansing. And then we want to publish our page, so we'll click the publish this page link. Then you can jumpstart the promotion of your page by clicking the Become a Fan button, but that will be published in your Facebook feed for your personal account. So if you don't want people to know what your site is, or if it's unrelated to anything that your people on Facebook, your friends and fans would be interested in, then you don't want to click that. And this again comes down to whether you're using a pseudonym and whether you want to be personally connected with this niche. Now you go to facebook.com/pages and you'll be brought to this page. It might look a little bit different. This is showing me my friends' recently active pages. So these are pages that my friends have been active on, but we want to search for pages that are closely related to our own page. So I might put in juice cleanse and see what else is out there in Facebook pages for juice cleansing. So there's the page I just created, and here's another one, my juice cleanse. So we'll take a look at this page. And this is actually the page of one of the people that we looked at when we did our niche sponge research. What we want to do is add it to my page's favorites. If you've got more than one page, then you'll need to select which page you're adding it to. And I'll select my juice cleanse one. And then you can actually personally become a fan by clicking the Become a Fan button. But again, that will associate your personal account as opposed to your page account with this. And it's the same with leaving comments on anybody's pages. If you leave a wall post or a comment on what somebody's posted on their page, that will be associated with your personal Facebook account. And that's why Facebook can be kind of difficult to use if you're working in a niche that you aren't personally associated with. And back at my search results, I would add add to my pages any Facebook pages that are related to my niche. And if you're like me and you didn't come up with a whole bunch, we would try another keyword phrase and see if there's any other pages. There's nothing for juice fast, so let's try master cleanse. And here's a master cleanse page, so let's check that out. And we can add to my page's favorites as well. What we're hoping for is that the administrator of this page will see that you added it to your page's favorites, and perhaps they'll add your new page to their favorites as well on their page, and maybe you can pull some traffic from them that way. Now we want to go to groups. That's another way to market our page, and I've got it in my applications tab here with groups, but if you don't have it, you can find more applications and search for the groups application. And groups again are only useful if you don't mind having your personal account associated with the page that you've created. So we will search for groups with our main keyword, and then you can join groups that are associated with your niche and you can post on their walls. So let's take a look at what that actually looks like. So you can join the group, and again that will be under your personal profile, so you'll see your personal picture there as opposed to your page picture and link. And once you're there, then you can participate in some of the discussions either on the discussion board or you can add a wall post. Now siphoning traffic off of existing groups to your page can be a little bit of a spammy endeavor if you don't go about it the right way. These people are talking about a specific kind of juice that I guess they're selling called Cleanse for Life Super Juice. And were I to post on their wall that they've got a really neat page here or group here, and I just made a fan page for people interested in juice cleansing and put a link to it, it could be perceived as spammy. And then again, it might not. And so that's something that you kind of have to decide in your own niche if you're willing to attempt that or not. And that group, since it was very specific to a certain product, specific juice cleanse bottles that they're selling, might not be a good fit for me to attempt to place a link on and get people to join my page. So here's one that's just about the master cleanse, and I could post on this in a less spammy way on their discussion board or the wall saying that I really love the master cleanse and I just started a fan page for everybody interested in all kinds of juice cleansing, including the master cleanse, and here it is. And that might not be perceived quite as spammy as someone who already has a group for a very specific product, and then I'm coming in and saying, oh, that's cool, but you should check this out too. Whereas, you know, this page incorporates what they're talking about with what I'm talking about, and it wouldn't necessarily be so interruptive. We don't want to be an interruption kind of marketer. But again, when I do post, it would be under my own personal name, which I'm not going to do at this point, because a lot of what we do here as far as internet marketing, you know, there are people who see the things that I do and maybe follow them around. And since I want this information and what we're doing here to be only available to you guys inside Crowd Mountain, if I were to do this under my own Facebook account, then people would see it and know exactly what we're doing. So we don't want to do that. Back at our mains groups page, we can also create a new group. So I filled out the information about my group. I want to use my main keyword as my group name. And for our network, you can choose your local network if you're in a local business, or global, so that anybody on Facebook can become a member of your group. For your description, you put in your main keyword and, you know, sort of a call to action to people. I'm telling them that there'll be resources and discussion on this site. The group type, you select the most preferred one that fits your site. I selected common interest because people who are all interested in juice cleansing will be joining this group. They've got a common interest. And then I chose health and wellness. For recent news, I chose to put that I've got a Facebook fan page now for juice cleansing fanatics, and this will encourage people to visit my Facebook fan page. And then you go ahead and click create group. And then you can upload a picture to represent your group, which I will use the same picture that I've been using. And I have the right to use this picture because I got it from a free stock photo place, so we'll check that box. For your website, put in your website URL, and then the rest of the settings can remain at default, and then you click save. At this point, you have the option to invite people to join your group, and again, this is a matter of if you want to be personally associated with this niche and this group, you can do that, or if your friends that are on Facebook would be interested in joining your Facebook group, then of course you can invite them. And if not, then go ahead and skip it and just click back to juice cleansing or back to your group name, and then you'll be brought to your main page. Now, see, it shows me as a member. And once again, you don't want to do this if this isn't something that you want associated with your niche. I mean, with your personal profile on Facebook. So a lot of these Facebook resources simply can't be used if you are working under a pseudonym and do not want these applications to be associated with your personal account. Nobody likes a dead group, so on our wall, we want to post something welcoming people to the new group. And I just put welcome to the Facebook Juice Cleansing fan group. You can also use the discussion board to start a forum-like discussion where people can talk about different topics related to your niche. You can upload photos and videos and links as well. So it might not be a bad idea to put your Facebook page URL in your links. You've already got your website URL up here, so you don't need that. But let's take our Facebook fan page and post it in our links. So I've put, I'd asked you to put a comment. I put a new fan page for Juice Cleansing Fanatics. And there's the link to our actual fan page on our group. So that's what we're doing on Facebook. We are creating a fan page, and then we're using other people's groups, our own group that we establish, or other people's fan pages, and comments and forum posts that we respond to throughout all of those places to drive traffic to our own Facebook fan page. So now let's look at MySpace, since they're the #2 social networking site. And of course you'll go to myspace.com. The nice thing about MySpace is that you can have multiple profiles. So you'll actually be able to create one and participate in groups, create groups, etc. as your pseudonym if you are using a pseudonym in your niche. So on MySpace we'll need to sign up for a new account, and you'll click the sign up tab, and we'll be creating a profile specifically for our niche activity. So I've filled in my form with my email address for my niche, the name of the pseudonym that I'm using in the niche, and then I'm signing up. And then enter in the CAPTCHA image and click continue. The first thing we need to do is add a photo to our account, just like all of our other social networking profiles, so that we don't look like the default. So we'll click on this upload link. You'll have the option to add a caption, so I've just added a caption that says for the juice, and you can add whatever you'd like to yours. And then we'll go up to profile and edit profile. And I like to use the new Profile 2.0, so click on that. If you have that option, you should. And then say upgrade to Profile 2.0. One of the nicest things about the Profile 2.0s is that you can actually select a pre-made MySpace theme. So I'm drawing up the nature themes because that would fit with my niche. So let's pick one here. I'll go with the bamboo. And then down here you can see a preview of my page, and it's actually changed to use my new theme that I just chose. And then directly in your actual profile here you can edit things as you see fit. So if you want to remove the music player, you can do so if you don't plan on having music playing on your page, which I won't, because this is a page where I'm trying to get people interested in my stuff and not distracted by music. If you're a music person and like that's your business, then obviously you'd want to leave that in there. For interests, you can go ahead and add your interests by clicking the edit interest button, and this will pop up. And you can fill out your general interest, musical interest, movies, television, etc. And you just want to put in anything that's relevant to your niche. So I've added a few, and then I'll click Save Changes. And I just used juice cleansing, juice fasting, and juice detox. This doesn't have to be, you know, rocket science or a master of perfection here. So let's go up to the About Me. And much like the bio that we created on Twitter, we're just going to say something about how we are an evangelist or something like that for our niche. So I've said that I'm a juice cleansing nut. I love feeling healthy and helping others use detoxification to feel more energetic, healthy, and look great. And then we'll save changes. Then click on the Details tab and fill in a little bit more information there as well. And we'll put in a few of our answers here. Most of it isn't, well, none of it is imperative that you do. But what you do want is to have just some of these areas filled out, like our interests or our About Me, so that our profile isn't completely blank. So we don't need to fill in every single thing here, but we want to fill in a little bit so that our profile looks like it's had some attention to it. And finally, we want to go to the Networking tab and pick out what kind of networking we're here for. And I will choose Publishing, and a subfield will come up. So I'll choose Editor, and then Save Changes. We need to select a role too, and then Save Changes. Then you can close this Edit Profile box, and you can actually preview your entire page if you want with the preview button, and all the stuff that we've just put in is actually dynamically updated. So anything that we've put in here has been changed already. And we can delete modules that we aren't using, like I'm not using this schools module, so I can delete that. And yes, I want to remove it. Now we want to go to the groups and find a group or two that's related to our niche and join those groups. And then we can also find people in those groups to add as friends in our MySpace friends list. So we'll do a search for our keyword and see what comes up. And I got a no groups matched my search criteria. So this would be an opportunity for me to actually create a group. But let's try Master Cleanse as well. And if you get no groups, then of course you can try other keywords and see if you can find any groups that are related to your niche. And here are some groups, and you want to focus on the ones with the most members, of course. So we've got this group up here is private, which means that you have to be approved once you try to join it. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'll join this group since it's not private and we won't have to wait to be approved. But you do want to join the groups that do have the most members in your niche and that are related. So I would join this one. I'm just not going to do it right now because for this demonstration we then wouldn't be able to actually see the group. Now we can go to our group profile and take a look at what the group members are talking about. So here's our group, and if we go down to the bottom we'll find that they've got a forum, and we can actually add to the forum posts and contribute to the group. So this person says they're starting today. Is someone going to join? So we'll go ahead and respond to that post. And it's also a place where you can find people who are clearly interested in this topic and therefore add those people as friends. So I'll try these people and we'll add them as friends as well. So here's this person's post and we will reply to it. And she says, I've done this before for 6 days and now I'm ready to go for 10 days. So we'll just post something nice to her. And once you've posted a nice reply to a couple people on the forums to establish yourself as someone who's interested in that topic, you can go ahead and add some of them as friends and see if they'll accept your friend request. Some people will and some people won't, and it depends on how they run their MySpace account. So this person has a private profile, and sometimes it'll actually ask you to enter in the person's last name or email address to confirm that you know them, and that's a personal setting that people can set up. And she hasn't done that, so we don't need to enter in that information. We wouldn't know it about her anyway, so we would be unable to add her as a friend. But she's not doing that, so we can add her as a friend. And here's somebody else who has a profile page where I can't see anything. Let's try this person. This guy's got an add me link, so we'll add him. He was one of the other people that were posting on that juice cleansing forum, so we will add him as a friend as well. And then you can create a group if you were unable to find any groups that were related to your niche. Now, MySpace has been around for a while, so they probably have groups related to your niche, and you won't need to do this, so I'm not going to go through the entire process of doing it. Your goal here at this point is to join existing groups, communicate with people on those groups, add those people as friends, and establish a presence on MySpace. The final thing that you want to do at MySpace, once you have connected with some people via the groups feature and added some friends and posted on some of those groups that you have become a member of, is head on over to your homepage and you're going to change your MySpace URL to something that is more user-friendly. The URLs that MySpace give you are like myspace.com/ and then a bunch of numbers, and instead we're going to change that to keyword-rich URL. So we'll say pick your MySpace URL. We'll click that link on our homepage. And then you want to enter in your main keyword as the ending part of your MySpace URL. So I'll put in juice cleanse, and then you need to confirm it. And these are often taken, so we'll see what comes up. And it's going to give us a warning that once you do this, you can never ever change it, so make sure that that's what you want. So check your spelling, and it's going to warn you one more time, and then we'll see if this URL is actually available. And there it is. We've got our new MySpace URL, and if we open that up in a new tab, then we will find our MySpace page with that URL. There it is, and everything looks lovely. So our MySpace is set up. We will be adding one other thing to it a little bit later in this series of videos. But for now, that's all that you need to do here. Join some groups, add some friends, and start connecting with people. And it's just like any of the other social networking sites. Once you get into social networking, there really isn't anything super different about any particular site over another as far as what you're supposed to do on those sites. You simply need to find people that are interested in your niche and connect to them. And that's all. It's not rocket science. It's not there's no super duper guru secret. It's just getting out there and talking to people, and that does take time. And that's why one of my recommendations is that, number one, if you're entirely not interested in your niche, then don't even worry about it. Just create a profile and link to your site with that profile and enjoy the link juice that you get. If it is a niche that you are super duper interested in, then you want to choose 2 to 3 social networking type of sites to participate in, and those would be based on the popularity. I would go with Facebook, and then MySpace and Twitter. And, you know, it's as simple as that. Now, we looked at those social networks that are very specific in the compete statistics, those social networks that are specific to certain niches or types of people or groups of people, like moms or whatnot. And if your niche fits in with one of those, then that actually might be a better traffic generator for you than a non-niche specific site such as MySpace. If your niche is great with moms, then you really should join the Cafe Moms social network and maybe spend more time there than you would on MySpace, because that site is much more targeted to your niche and the people that you're trying to reach. But not knowing your niche, I can't tell you which sites you need to be on. I can tell you that you really should be on Twitter because it's a fantastic medium for connecting with all kinds of people. And then where you go from there, you should have a MySpace profile, you should have a Facebook profile, but where you go beyond that and which ones you spend your time on is going to be entirely dependent on your niche, and if you are finding the people that are interested in your niche on these social networking sites. And again, if you're not, or if you're not interested in putting that kind of time into social networking, then you'll simply use these profiles to link to your site and enjoy the link juice that they bring you. So let's move on to one other site where we can enjoy some social networking features, and that is at FriendFeed. Now we've already got a FriendFeed account, so we just need to go to our FriendFeed account, and we're going to do the same thing that we've done on the other sites. We're going to find groups of people congregating over a specific topic, and we're going to join them. So we click the rooms, and then you can click search for rooms, and of course you can create your own room as well if you don't find any rooms that are related to your niche. But let's see what we can find. I got nothing for juice cleanse, so I'll try another keyword. And FriendFeed, you know, it hasn't been around as long as MySpace or Facebook, and the rooms feature is somewhat underutilized at this point, so I'm seeing that I'm not getting anything for master cleanse either. Let's try raw food, because we did see a lot of groups about raw foods on the other sites that we've been at, so that might be more popular. Here we go. Raw food living, raw food lifestyle, and green fitness. Now these all have 6 members, 3 members, but you know, we'll join them, what the heck. So we'll subscribe to the feed for these different groups that I have found, and you'll do the same in your own niche. Just subscribe to any groups that are related to your niche. And in my case, since there's absolutely no group related specifically to my topic, it would behoove me to start one. So I'm going to go ahead and start a room related to my niche. I've clicked on rooms, and then I'm going to go create a new room. So I've named my room with my keyword. The nickname is what your actual URL is going to be, so I'm also using my keyword for that. And then a short description. We want a room to remain public, which is the default, and then click create room. Let's change the picture for our room to something that isn't the default, and then upload that picture. And then we need to import our RSS feed so that this new room actually gets populated with something. Now we need to actually add content to our room, so we're going to click import site. And it would be really cool if FriendFeed would let us add our main FriendFeed URL to our group, so that then everything that we're publishing on FriendFeed already automatically gets published to our group, but they don't let us do that. So we need to click blog and then import our blog and our Twitter account and our YouTube account and any other custom RSS feeds that we've added to our regular FriendFeed account, like our RSS for our Squidulens, or our RSS for our WordPress blog, or our Blogspot blog. And I pasted that wrong, so here's the right one. And here's my Blip TV RSS feed. And so on and so forth until you've got your feeds all added to this group as well. And then on the group page, which is a keyword-rich URL, you will find that all of your stuff has been imported here as well, and other people can join your group and post comments to your group. So how do you get them to do that? First off, participating in groups that are already existing and that have active members is a good thing. So we can come over here to this raw food living group that we joined and see if there's anything interesting here that fits with what we're talking about in our own personal niche. And these are just Google News feeds for raw food. And it doesn't look like it's personalized at all. And this group had very few members, and it also looks like this group, I'm not seeing anything specifically related to my niche about any kind of cleansing or juicing, so that might not be a good choice for me to comment on. So instead what we'll do is we'll go to our home. Of course, if you do find a group that has interesting topics to participate in, you can do so. And actually with these groups you can post things as well. So let's do that. We'll post a message, or let's go with a link. And we can post a link to, let's say, our new group, which is at this URL. So we'll post that link there, and I'll put a new FriendFeed room just for juice cleansing, and then we'll put post, and see that's been added to this room's already existing feed. If you go back up to the home and you search for your keyword, I don't have any friends currently, so we want to search all of friend feed since that produced no results. And here's people who have posted with the keyword of juice cleanse. And a lot of this is mine since I just added some stuff in. But let's try to find some other people who are talking about juice cleansing. This person was actually someone who was on Twitter as well. So let's subscribe to her feed on FriendFeed. And that way we are creating connections with people here on FriendFeed as well. And we've added her, so let's scroll back down to the bottom and see who else we can find. This guy's considering a cleanse, so let's go ahead and join him. We'll subscribe to his feed. And what we're looking for is people who are posting, like this is a detox Twitter search that's just searching Twitter and then posting about that particular topic. We don't necessarily want to subscribe to those because those aren't real people. We want to subscribe to people who are actually saying things and contributing to the community. The automated stuff, as interesting as it can be and as related to our niche as it can be, it's not what we're going for here in the networking portion of using FriendFeed. So this person is retweeting something about juice cleansing, and here's another person who's on day 29 of a cleanse, so that's a good person to add. So we'll subscribe to her feed. And then the other thing that we can do with these people is actually leave comments on the things that they post, and we can like the things that they post. And what that'll do, let's go here, we'll just like what this person wrote, and it'll add it to a section. It says you liked this, and so that you will link back to your page for anybody who's looking at this young lady's feed. We can also comment on someone's post, so let's go with this guy. We followed him and we'll leave a comment. So he said he's considering a cleanse, and I said go for it, you'll feel great. And that comment will link back to me. So just like the other sites that we're working with, this is a matter of finding people who are talking about your niche, connecting with them, asking them questions, saying nice things to them, and just getting to know people. And again, there's no rocket science involved in this. It's a matter of putting in the time to make those connections. And if you don't feel like doing that, then you've got a great setup here for just using the link juice. And if this is a niche that you're really passionate about and you do want to participate in conversations with, FriendFeed is a great place to do so because everything connects back to your main FriendFeed URL. And that main FriendFeed URL then connects to all of the services that you have out there in the world of the internet. So enjoy your networking at sites like Facebook and MySpace and FriendFeed. Checking in, say maybe twice a week, is an appropriate amount of time to check in and remain present on that site and create an active profile that is always contributing to the community, which is what social networking is all about.